What's up, guys? It's your boy Dank coming at you with a brand new anime deck showcase with the awesome Havre Cardman.
Hello, it is me, the Havre Cardman. I am here to be a content creator.
And he is joining me because he decided to help me with a lovely thing where me and him are going to duel. He is going to be using our good old friend Akiza Rose from... I don't believe it's Akiza Rose. I honestly don't remember.
Akiza is her last name.
Alright, Akiza's her last name? Alright. Well, we're going to go with Akiza. And then Darksigner Misty from 5Ds. They had a premiere duel inside of the anime. I remember seeing something vaguely about it. But anyway, we're gonna... Go ahead.
We're good.
We're good? Alright. So how this is gonna be done, you get this little tidbit from us at the beginning. And then we're gonna go over the anime deck profiles, or at least a little bit of what they look like, just to show you their versions. Then we get into our profiles on Yugioh Pro. And then we just hop into the replays. We're going to record, we're going to just talk over the battle, see how things went, and then, yeah. Alright, so on to their anime profiles. Hey guys, we're here at the anime profiles. So here is Darksigner Misty's. She ran Reptilians, and the duel, she also ran the Reptile Earthbound Immortal. Now, when he is blown up, doesn't matter how, he destroys everything on the field, and that was pretty much just a gimmick of her deck. The whole gimmick behind Reptilians is they want to return your opponent's attack points to 0, or at least their opponent's monster's attack points to 0, and then they gain effects. Each monster gains effects depending on how many monsters attack 0. Like, for instance, our good old little Viper here, when he's normal summoned, can steal an opponent's monster that has 0 attack, and you get to keep it until the end phase. Generally, the old win condition of this deck was to either summon the big Vishnu, I believe is her name, or the Medusa Synchro. Anyway, we're going to go over to Akiza's deck, and then Harvard's going to explain a little bit about it.
So, Akiza in the anime obviously revolved a lot around plants. Her whole thing was like this rose, thorny type of like, looking sweet on the outside, but just stabbing you in the back, like right when you were least expecting it. And her ultimate win condition was pulling out the Black Rose Dragon, and I think using it with one of her equip spells so she could just like repeatedly attack into a monster and make it weaker and weaker, but it never dies. So it's just kind of like smacking you in the face over and over again. And her deck's very interesting. It usually revolves around Black Rose Dragon, and sometimes she uses the effect where it like actually board wipes. So I usually tend to use that because it is a really helpful effect, but she basically would just go through a bunch of different plants in the main deck that would be more for like defense and all that, until she could so she could protect herself until she built up into the Black Rose Dragon, where she basically exploded and just went a little bit crazy, but we decided to take it and have some fun with this deck.
Alright, so the duels were fun. We're going to go into the replays, hopefully narrate a little bit for you, and then we'll head out to the end card. Alright, so let's get on to that. Hey guys, I know I said before that we were going straight to replays. I almost forgot. We're going to actually take a look at the deck profiles first. So, I'm going to read off my Darksigner Misty deck, and then Harv's going to read off his Rose Dragon deck, tell us what changes he's made, and what changes I've made, and then we'll go to the replays. So to start off, I actually added a Dino engine into this deck just because of the new, what is it? I believe it is Animadorned Archosaur?
Animadorned.
Yeah. Animadorned Archosaur, he can search reptiles, as long as he destroyed a dino with the same level. Doesn't really matter about attribute, but yeah, this dude can pretty much search the entire deck if you have a dino with the same level. So, we're going to start off, and I run 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, 1 Earthbound Immortal, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that kind of guy. I know he's the reptile one, and he blows up everything when he's destroyed. I run 2, Reptilian Basky is her name. She is pretty much the dedicated kaiju for the deck. 1 Evil Dragon Ananta, 2 Reptilian Skilva, 3 Missilosaurus, 1 Soul Eating Oviraptor, 2 Reptilian Gardena, 3 Baby Saurosaurus, 2 Reptilian Viper, 3 Reptilian Lamia, 2 Reptilian Naga, and 2 Archosaur. And then for spells, we run 1 for 1, 1 Snake Rain, 2 Reptilian Spawn, 2 Double Evolution Pill, 3 Fossil Dig, 1 Terraforming, 1 Monster Reborn, along with 1 Mini Guts, and 2 Lost World. Then the extra deck, we run 1 Link Karibo, 1 Link Spider, 1 of the Reptilian Link, 1 Rapidocus, 1 Proxy Dragon, small Nightmare pack, well, I guess the full Nightmare package of Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn, along with 1 Griffin. I'm also running Unchained Abomination, Crusade Avermax, the At Arrival Agnister, freaking big buff Link 6, then Reptilian Hydra, Crystalline Synchro Dragon, and Borreload Savage Dragon. And the side deck is just a whole bunch of mess of go second cards and just negates for the opponent. Just outs to whatever board they set up. Next, we're going to go over Akiza's build, and then we'll just explain a little bit about our decks, and that'll be that.
Right.
So, here we are at Akiza's build, or Havre's build, I should say.
We're good?
Yep.
All right, so this is the remake of Akiza Izinski's deck here. We're just going to go through this pretty quick fire. I just had to rearrange a lot of the original Rose engine and add some new support. So we are running 3 Mardell Gene Raider Boss of Light, just your generic plant searcher, easy to special summon. We have 2 Rosaria, the Stately Fallen Angel, even easier to summon monster. And, I mean, it can negate all face-up cards in the field for the rest of the turn, so super nice. Titania, Princess Camellias, super easy to summon once again. 2800 body, can negate anything as long as you have a plant to tribute for it. 2 Angel of Roses, 2 level 7 monsters that are 2400 attackers that are super easy to summon as well. Just returning a plant monster to hand to special summon. 1 Cactus Bouncer just prevents either player from special summoning a fit and another plant monster on field. 3 Rose Paladin allows us to search for a level 7 or higher plant monster, so searches out basically your big boss monsters for the main deck. 2 Evil Swarm Mandragora just allows you to special summon itself if your opponent has more monsters than you, so free body. Blue Rose Dragon, run at 1. We have 2 White Rose Dragon and 2 Red Rose Dragon. This is the new Rose Dragon support. Makes it really easy to be able to synchro summon into a Black Rose Dragon right away. 2 Rose Girl, just whenever face-up plant is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this for free. And it has a recursion effect. 2 Lone Flyer Blossoms, just allows you to get into any of your main deck plants, super easy. 2 Dark Rose Fairies, once again, just another body to throw on field. 1 Rose Lover, same thing, just allows you to special summon from hand for banishing from graveyard. So that's it for monsters. We got spells and traps here. We're running 3 Lightning Storm because this is a going second deck. 2 Rose Bell of Revelation, just allows you to add 1 plant with 2400 or more attack from deck to hand. Super simple. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Pot of Avarice. 1 Frozen Rose allows us to destroy a non-plant or send 1 non-plant we control to the graveyard to add a level 4 lower plant from our deck to our hand. 1 Mark of the Rose is a mind control for this deck. I thought about throwing in 2, but not really worth it. 1 Black Garden basically just allows you to get some tokens whenever your opponent special summons a monster and their monster's attack is halved. So, when a normal or special summon, I should say, sorry. And then lastly, 3 Evenly Matched, because once again, going second deck, can't go wrong with having this and Lightning Storm opening hand, just to break your opponent's board. So, extra deck here, we are running Link monsters first. We have 1 Link Rebo for the Rose Lover, 1 Cross Rose Dragon, just allows us to synchro summon a Black Rose Dragon super easily. 1 Reproducus to let us change a type of whatever we need to, and if we need like a dragon or whatever to go to a plant, or whichever way we need it to go. 1 Needle Fiber, I refuse to call it Halka Fiber X, just because Rose Girl and Red Rose are both targets for it, so really easy to get and really easy to pull out a target for. 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, just clears that back row and monsters in the main monster zone. 1 Apollosa and 1 Axis Code, just in case you end up monster spamming, so same with Yugioh, allows you to unclog a hand if you really need to. 1 Garden Rose Maiden, just search out the Black Garden and also banish it from the graveyard to special summon out a Rose Dragon, whether it be the Black Rose Dragon or like a Red Rose, White Rose, whatever, you can special summon it. 2 Black Rose Dragon, just board wipe whatever special summon. Nobody even cares about the banishing plant monster, even though this is Akiza's deck, it doesn't even matter. So 2 of those, just so we can get some board wipes. 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, allowing us to bounce back some stuff to our opponent. 1 Stardust Spark Dragon in case we can get a level 8 Synchro. It's generic, it works, and it synergizes with Black Rose Dragon. You can have it protect itself so it doesn't get destroyed. And then 1 Time Lord Progenitor Vulgate, because this is the only generic level 10 Synchro monster that I could find that actually kind of works for this deck. I mean, if you can end up pulling out materials to go into this level 10, kudos to you. It's not very consistent, but it's a fun deck. And that's all I got for the deck.
All right, guys, off to the replays, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey guys, here we are at the replays along with my friend Christian. So here's the first replay with my lovely Dino Reptilian and his lovely Rose Dragon. Now this was before I made my final edits to the deck and actually cut down the engine. So I'm going to start off with some Dino plays, start getting some searches, you know, doing some dumb Dino stuff, getting my Evolution Pill. Pretty much I just end on Reaperdocus and Big Fat Dino Boy. And then in my turn.
Yeah, the first game I didn't really do much of anything. I kind of got a fat brick and a couple of misplays that screwed me over a little bit in the end. But you know, I mean, this deck has its ups and downs. This is before I made the edits to my deck too. This is before I threw in the Lightning Storm to evenly match the actual going second cards. But I also made the mistake in the beginning of the game to go first instead of second, even though I knew it was a going second deck.
Yeah, so sadly, I felt bad for Christian. Then next turn, I ended up just kind of summoning just going through more Big Daddy plays, swinging, flipping my opponent's stuff, and then just dealing damage as best as I could. And yeah, so sadly, a good friend here top decked Foolish Burial Goods.
Yep, and it does not look like the first game is going very good for me at all. And with that Ultimate Conductor Tyranno on field, that is presenting a very big threat.
Yeah, no, Conductor is very much a good in both late and early game when you can pretty much massively Book of Moon your opponent. And here is when I Book of Moon and blow up the whole field by destroying the reptile Earthbound Immortal. Then just for sauce, I swing with Naga.
Yep. Just throw a little bit of salt.
Yep, and sadly we just kind of sit here and I do a couple more Dino things, and I believe I close out the game after this.
Yep, you pull back out your second UCT and then just go straight for the game, getting that final kill with the Reptilian High.
Yep. This was sadly poor. Alright guys, so here we are in the second replay. So I'm going to start with some more Dino shenanigans. This time I got setting to go first because my buddy got to pick who went first or second. I'm gonna
go second.
Oh, of course. I generally just end field with Impermanence, Big Daddy Dino, and just the Reptilian Synchro along with Linkuriboh. He goes through his Helga Fireback plays, gets out some lovely dragons, and I just kind of wanted to see what he'd do.
So I did kind of go down some of the wrong lines of play here. I could have easily gotten my setup for the Black Rose Dragon much sooner, and I was almost hoping to have already procced the Infinite Impermanence, but I was not fortunate enough to be that agile about my plays. So I just ended up leaving the Black Rose Dragon sitting there on the field. In hindsight, I should have put it in defense.
No, fair point. I did just kind of summon another monster and then just go for massive damage, swinging over his stuff, and then I ended my field by link summoning Unchained Abomination and just blew up its back row.
Yep. Pretty deadly board there with the Unchained Abomination and the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. The Tyranno being able to pop something, or, well, pop itself in this upcoming case here with the Unchained Abomination being able to get a second pop. Just making for a deadly combo.
Oh, easily. Pretty much I just swing into the Mardell because I'm stupid for the meme.
Yep.
And
so pop it off with your own Lamia there, I'm guessing to avoid damage.
Yeah, pretty much. Then he goes through his Cactus Bouncer plays, Titanias. I go to pop his Titanial during the end phase, but he just negates it. And I summon Big Boy, negate it with Impermanence, and yeah.
And miscalculating there on the attack point value, but still getting to pop my Titania, and just allowing me to summon out a Rose Girl. Not much of an ending board here, something that can be really easily taken out and taken advantage of.
Yeah, so next turn, I just poke, and we just kind of go back and forth, poking a bit. I activate the Lost World, and we just kind of sit on the simplified game state for a bit. Me trying to keep my 24 beat stick monster on field, but he just kind of summons a big 29 beat stick and just outs my poor baby.
Yeah, Rosaria coming in to save the day there. And actually, I think I could have just negated your effect, and I think it might have actually stopped you from even having any attack points in hindsight, but I'm not 100% sure if that would have worked.
Oh, easily. Then we just summon a crappy monster, hope for the best, and he attacks, and we top deck mini guts, set it, and pass, and this is where we die. Well, that was definitely a close game. Off to the next replay.
Revelation, just for the lulz.
Oh, just for the lulz. Alright, guys, we're off to the next replay. Alright, guys, here we're at the last replay. So we're going to start off with some searching Lost Worlds, setting T-set and passing, just to really scare our opponent.
And what little did you know, that didn't really do much at all. Summoning out that Titanium from deck with the Fallen Angel of Roses. Swinging into that garden, no fear behind the plants here. Swinging for a few points of damage.
The next turn he just goes off. I top deck crap and hopefully hope to wall out my opponent using my Naga.
Yeah, and the Naga did save you a little bit here, but in the end, there was still a little bit of the ability for the plants to bounce back here.
Oh, easily. The plant deck can do some amazing bounce back options. So this is where I go second. I get out a couple of monsters with 0 attack. I summon an Archosaur just to give him a token. Then I can absorb my other Archosaur with this token, summon Izinski. And then he bounces it back. So I summon it again, because it's a not once per turn summon. And swing over his Moonlight. Then he goes off, gets off some Moondragon plays, gets off another Halka Fibrax, or Needle Fiber because he refuses. Cerberus is my Vasky, and I sit there and cry inside.
And in hindsight, I definitely could have done more damage. I could have used that Rosaria to negate the Lost World and gain another 1,000 attack points to deal damage against you. But it doesn't really matter too much. You're going to hit that Fossil Dig, go straight for the Oviraptor, and just, yeah, do some annoying shenanigans here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna Cerberus his big boy, and or should I say big girl, and draw a card. Then I'm gonna go for the final lineup, and Nightmare Unicorn away his Cerberus, and swing for some ping damage.
Here's the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. This is not very fantasy. Not great at all for the plants here.
Sadly not. I'm gonna pop the Unicorn on the summon a Rose Dragon, and that's just gonna be closing out game right there.
It was a nice top deck had it not been for the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Being able to go into that Black Rose Dragon would have been a huge play for this plant deck, but you just happen to have the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to be able to counter with it.
Oh yeah, I know. It was definitely a tough game. Well, this one was more of a decent back and forth, but you know, we're just gonna go there, swing for the Naga for Salt, and then just end the game. All right, so this is the last replay. Then we're gonna go up to the end card, and we're gonna have to say goodbye to our friend Havre here. All right, see ya. All right, guys, here we are at the end of the video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the Coalition and to all of its members. Thanks, Havre, for being on with me and joining for this lovely profile.
Well, of course. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
All right, man. Well, we will see you later. Peace, guys. Don't forget to be a scrub and have a good game.